Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Lorraine 155 mm 51. It's the Tier 8 French SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Himmelsdorf and it's under the command of Mike 1963-1. Game starting. Well, this has got a 155 mm howitzer, which is capable of firing a round that will do 750 alpha, and it's got a burst radius of 8 meters. And he can reload in 24.76 seconds, which is quite decent. Kind of comparable to, you might say, to the M12 in many ways. Moving into a position so he can shoot on the banana through that gap. It's probably the most used position on Himmelsdorf, but he can actually fire up onto the hill as well. He's lining up on that corner. He's got a green line there. If you go to Battle Assistant, it's much easier to aim. Now, it is possible to play Arty on Himmelsdorf without actually going onto the railway lines. Nobody's turned up on the banana yet, and we do have tanks at the other end. But a whole bunch of enemy tanks have made their way up onto the hill, and we've got our first customer. It's an IS-3A. Now, what's Mike doing? Oh, he's extending his aim up on top of the hill. Two of the enemy's teammates have just gone and rammed into each other, and Mike's reloading, so maybe he accidentally fired a round off there but didn't actually mean to. Going for the Schwarzpanther, or is he going to go for that Leo? He's going for the Leo. Rounds out, splashed him. 203. Oh, he's taking damage, so he's got some stun assist here. Yep, that SU-100M1. Oh, yes, takes down the Leo. So he's got the rest of the Leo's hit points and stun assist. Okay, we've got two tanks up there now, both fairly lightly armoured. He's going to go for the EBR, but he didn't fire that round in. He's waiting for the Schwarzpanther to move a bit closer. Fires the round in this time, gets the EBR, direct hit, 236. That shell should have wiped him out altogether. I suspect it hit something hard. We can't see specifically what it was, but it might have actually hit the front of the vehicle. So there's a yellow mark on the right side of the vehicle at the front. Because normally a shell like that would go straight through the armour on the EBR and take him out of the game. He's now aiming for a T29. He's dialing in. Another few seconds to go. Now he's ready. Rounds out. Direct hit. 332. Good solid hit there. Going back up to the hill because he can get a kill on that EBR. Instead, the enemy Arty's coming to sight. He hasn't got a shot, unfortunately, at the moment. The M40's hiding behind the garages, the railway sheds I should say, and the E25's just found him, so he's going to be toast very shortly. The enemy is actually pushing on the hill, and in fact they're firing from the top of the hill, going after the ISU-152. Mike fires a round in, he doesn't stay to see what he did. Instead he's going straight back to this T29, who's taking a hammering from our guys further down the road. They've got three heavy tanks defending the banana. We've got an IS-3A and a King Tiger captured, and he's being joined by a Tiger 1, and they're being fired on by a defender, and the other members of the team are actually furiously pinging that defender, but unfortunately Mike can't fire on that because he hasn't got the angle and Church is in the way. But he can hit this T29, and he has hit him, but he only got one hit point. He's going to go down to the railway line because the good news is that the enemy's been cleared out from the railway line, which means that he can choose his position to get accurate shots on the enemy, even on their own backyard. If he moves up to the C line, he can actually shoot down that back road and hit the enemy where they're trying to defend. Instead, he's actually gone onto the south side, which I wouldn't recommend, because if the enemy are heading for our cap, then they're going to see him when they get to the cap. Instead, he's dialing in on the EBR, who dies. He's got no shots on these guys now because the buildings are in the way. Oh, he might be able to hit the IS-3A, but he's pulled out from that position, so again, that's going to be a wasted shot. Can't hit that Tiger 1 from this position. He needs to head north. Ideally, he needs to head north now quickly. There's a Renegade up north, but the thing is that he can't get shots on him either. He's got nothing to get shots on at this moment. He's got a constant red line. And the only way he's going to get shots on the enemy is if he relocates. And he's doing it. Good. And so if you can't get shots on the enemy, relocate somewhere. And of course there's an advantage to relocating north on Himmelsdorf, because you can then hit the enemy in their backyard. And I think he was actually prompted to relocate, mainly because he wanted to get shots on this Renegade, but also because the enemy is now turned up at our cap, and that means that he could have been shot if he'd stayed where he was. Now they've got our cap, and they're now proceeding after the rest of our teammates. The Renegade goes down. Now, move. As I said, if he'd gone up to the sea line, he could have sat behind the railway sheds, shooting down that back line into the Tiger 1 and the other tanks that were gathered on the banana. And he would have got perfect shots on them. Plus, of course, it would have annoyed the hell out of the enemy to have an Arty firing on their backsides. But instead, he's now having to rush up to the north. Now, I suspect that what he's going to do is, when he gets to the end here, will be to turn around. Can't go any further. He's at the top of the map and try and get shots on the enemies as they present themselves to his teammates. What he can do, though, is going to the cap. But if he does do that, that Tiger 1 might divert. And, oh, this is a bad move. Yep, the Schwarzpanzer is here. Just fired a round in. Mike didn't fire back. He held his fire. Unfortunately, he's going to get wiped out. He did hit the Tiger 1 for 241. But you need to get out of here, Mike. That's it. Run. Now, this is where it really helps to have a fast reload. Now, I think that Tiger 1 is headed down this way. So go back around the railway sheds again. Come to the north. Schwarzpanzer's coming after you. Oh, don't flip. Whatever you do, don't flip. Well, the enemy that were around our cap have now been wiped out. And now we're getting into a position so we can probably get shots on the enemy that are in sight. Potentially we could hit that T-26. Oh, he's been killed. Now we've got the Tiger 1 and the Schwarzpanzer. Okay, so he's setting himself up in this corner. Best turn around. Watch out for that tower. Okay, yes, he's got shots on the Schwarzpanzer and the Tiger 1 on that corner. He might need to relocate back to grid square K2 to get shots on them. Shooting up that second street, the 3-line street. Both those guys are hiding around the corner. Okay, he's going to try and get a shot on the Tiger 1. Fires around him, wipes him out. Nice one there. Be nice if he could get the Schwarzpanzer. There's only 2 enemies left. There he is. He's now in the death throes with that 112. The 112. Oh, it's the TVP who got the kill on him. And that means there's only 1 enemy left. It's a Sturm Mill. And Arty can hunt Sturm Mills. Remember, this is one of the fastest Artys in the game because it's actually based on the Lorraine 40-ton tank. Yep, never actually got built because the Lorraine 40-ton was cancelled, but it's actually a very nippy little Arty. And even that 155mm gun is very accurate, doesn't do a huge amount of punch compared to its tier 8 competitors, but this is a very popular Arty on front lines. Okay, looks like Mike's going to cap. Put some pressure on the ISM, force him to come back. If he doesn't come back, Mike will get the invader. They're going up to the top of the hill from different angles, so they should trap him if he's up there. Oh, now know where he is. He's giving it away. That was a silly move. So Mike could actually now have a go at firing rounds in. He's going to fire them in at the most obvious places where the enemy's likely to hide. And that's behind the church. Ow, and he's found him. There he is. He's been spotted. So he can now get a shot on this Stur mill. He fires a round in and... oh, it lands short. He didn't get the hit on target there. But he's following the Stur mill. And it looks like our teammates are going to get the kill. Centurion's going to get him before Mike reloads. Mike's got a perfect shot on him. He's loaded. Rounds out straight away. And yes, he gets a kill. Wins the game for the team. It's a pity because if the Centurion had actually got his shot in on time, they would have ended up with brothers in arms. So I think that Centurion driver is probably going to be a bit peeved. So might the TVP because they've just been robbed of a medal. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, effective Arty play on Himmelsdorf it was, but it would have been a good idea to get yourself to that 3 line so you could shoot at the enemy in their rear. That really upsets them when they start getting hit on their rear from a place that they didn't expect to get hit from. He got a 3rd class tanker and he also managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8 in that one. And let's have a look at team score. Didn't get the highest damage in the game. Note that went to the 112. He got 3,871 hit points of damage. Next high score after that was the Object 252 Defender with 2,841. And after that, the IS-3A was 2,727. When it came to kills, it was that TVP VTU. He got 6 kills in total. And then came the Object 252 with 3 kills. And then that Lorraine Mike with 2 and Centurion with 2 as well. He could have got that brothers in arms if only he got that shot on target to kill the Stur mill with that 1 round. But well, Mike was waiting and he was reloading, and the Centurion did have plenty of time to get those shots on target and he didn't. When it came to base XP, it was the 112 again with 1163, and then we've got the TVP with 1062, Centurion with 1054, and then Mike with 706. So he's 4th on base XP. 10 shots fired, 5 direct hits, no penetrations, 11 splash, damage of 1,417 hit points, of which 1,164 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the close shot was that one on the Tiger 1 at very close range. Received 1 hit, it was from the Tiger 1, it was a penetration. He also damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 2, and 537 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. He actually managed to get 81 capture points during that game and 17 defense points as well, whilst hitting that Stur mill in the cap. 81 cap points obviously because he was sitting in the enemy cap when he was doing it. He received 18,043 credits on a premium account, got 50,000 credits from NVIDIA Vici, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables took away a profit of 39,838 credits. He received 706 XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 2,118 experience points altogether. So again, what replays is not telling us the full story because 2 times that figure does not equal that figure. So not a bad ending to that game. Arty alive at the end of a game on Himmelsdorf, and he still had to move a lot in order to stay alive. But yes, that is the answer, I'm afraid. Not to go out into the railway yards if you can help it, and ideally not to fire from that corner place because that's so well known that anybody fires around in there just to see if the enemy is at home, even if they can't see them. But other than that, he did do the right things. He could have moved to the 3 line, as I said, because if he'd gone to the 3 line, he would have got plenty of targets that he could have shot at, and that really would have frustrated the enemy like hell. But hey, he won the game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that little notification button, the little bell symbol, and you'll get alerted when a new video comes out. Leave a comment down below the video. Thanks for watching.